Hello and welcome back to Runner's Fortune, the Wrath of Sypetia.
Woo!
What's up?
Joining us as always, we have Nick playing Casper. We have Dice Goblin, who's not wearing his Dice Goblin patch, playing Cav. And we've got Jamie playing both Mist and Gwenira. And as always, I am Nate, Dungeon Master. Welcome back, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyone have any announcements this week, this session?
No.
No, not this week.
Alright, then we will jump right into our recap. Where we last left our adventurers, you all are in the city of Bolaton, in the country of Sypetia, working on an assassination contract from the Jacobs family on a warden named Cristobal. Someone who was allegedly killing people during the night. You all found him, did a little more research, connected with someone who works for you that you forgot about, and...
I don't forget about anything. You don't know what I'm talking about.
And set a plan in motion to attack him. Which you did, and it was a stirring battle, of which you killed him 3 times.
One time with a holy meteor.
Finding out that he
the
had
most important time with the holy meteor.
a magical ring that was keeping him alive, of which Cav now has, because he touched it and automatically bound to him. Yeah, items, they're great. Yeah.
It's a good thing I had that necklace that I haven't attuned to yet.
After killing him, the group escaped, dropped the head, literally, in the Jacobs family mail slot.
No, Cap tried to shove the whole body.
Successfully, I might add.
You're right. Whole body, straight through the mail slot.
Because it didn't have a skeleton anymore because we killed the skeleton.
Yep. And then went back to the house where you're staying, and you all settled in for the night. You all complete your rest. It is now the next morning.
What's the person's name that we're shacking up with again?
Jenny.
Jenny?
Ginny.
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 Cool.
So we get like all of our lucks and everything back.
Correct. Luck's all back, health all back, PowerPoint's all back.
During that time, could I have attuned to the Circlet of Remembrance?
Yes, you may.
Cool. What does that do? Gain plus 1 all intellect skills. Gain plus 6 to your knowledge skill. I'm so smart. Where do I changed that on the worksheet, right?
Correct.
Change that for no. 6 there. Where does that 1 go again? Intellect skill potential. Do I change? Where does the 1? So it says
That's on your first page.
that's on the first page.
Yep.
Up at the top, right?
Correct.
So
The top
change
of the
that.
skill column.
Yeah, say you change that to a 2.
Correct.
I'm so smart now.
Do you feel smarter?
Obviously.
Whoa. How many syllables did that have?
He's gonna start doing this a lot now. Interesting. Well, we should. Oh, we should probably call Ginny and see if we can maybe create a way to communicate with everybody.
Yeah. Communicate with our guild. We should see if we can communicate with Voorhees, because right now she's just kind of randomly looking around for the pillars.
Yeah.
I think we might be better off if we actually try to expand our network instead.
Yep.
And have Voorhees trying to find new members. And maybe we can even see if Ginny has anyone that she's willing to give over to the League of Assassins, or if she can look for anybody. And just in general, especially since she's, in control of this town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have, that's the other thing, a couple days before we can go back to talk to the Jacobsons. He didn't tell us a time frame of how long to go without getting a bounty.
By when the information broker arrives.
Okay. He did not tell us when that person was coming, right? Or did he?
This weekend. So you've got a few days.
Got a few days, okay.
And also, Voorhees was the general of the entire army in the whole province of Yamato.
Yeah.
So Voorhees is also good at, creating order, setting up ranks,
Yep.
captains, lieutenants, having people that are in charge of different things, which you guys don't have. It's kind of just the two of you and Voorhees at the top, and then everybody else is just there.
Just a bunch of acolytes.
Yep.
Yeah, we should probably have her set up some kind of order.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe we should start with that.
We should also, whatever these items are, because I didn't write them down, because that was dumb.
Was a pair of boots.
I know he had the pauldrons, right? We should check out his items.
Yeah. Yep.
And see if anything is worth holding on to.
I really feel like Cab just walked into this place and just threw all the items on the floor and then found a place to sleep.
That sounds about right.
You didn't write down what they were?
No.
It was an set of armor, boots, and a bag.
There was also the sword.
The javelin.
Boots. No, we broke the javelin, didn't we?
Nope. The javelin returned to him.
Pretty sure we broke it.
No, you broke the javelin after that.
Oh, we did? Oh.
There was...
Mist used a dispelling on the...
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
with ankle biter.
Righto. Maybe we didn't pull a bag out. Maybe it was just a sword, the armor, and a pair of boots.
No, there was a bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember.
No, there was the armor, the boots, obviously the ring,
Yeah.
the sword, which teleported back, and we made sure to go back and grab before we came back, I believe, because it was in the arm that disappeared to another dimension.
Yes.
That's right.
Because you decided that the sword was more dangerous than the other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, ironically, if you had banished the other side, the fight would have ended right then.
Oh, because the ring.
But then some lonely guard would have got that ring.
I mean, Crucifon would have regenerated in the other dimension.
Yeah, that's fair. I like to imagine we only grabbed one boot off of him.
Yeah, the boots, the bag, the sword,
And the armor.
and the armor.
So what do we want to start with? Do we want to check out these items first? Or do we
Well, I
want to
think
talk?
it's going to take time for them to send a message to Voorhees.
I mean,
So-
I guess that's fair.
We could, well, she said she doesn't need to be present while we identify these items, so she could go do what she needs to
That's true.
and get the word out. And then while she's getting the word out, to gather Voorhees and any other high ranking that has been put in place to start a communication messaging type system.
Yeah.
So we'll tell, I'm not going to get her name right, Janine, that's not right, I know it's not. Ginny, to, if she can get in contact with Voorhees.
Yeah, I think we go down, get breakfast, essentially.
Yeah.
Check on Ollie.
Is he here?
He is.
Okay.
And then we will ask Ginny nicely with the donation that Gwen-Ira gave her from the gold that we got from beating Cristobal.
Yeah.
Will you please see if we can, we need to try and get a hold of Voorhees, but also just in general, see if we can try and come up with a way to keep in communication between everybody and get a better communication going.
Yes, I can absolutely get started on that. Not a problem.
How long will that take?
I mean, to get a hold of Voorhees, probably a day or two. To get a communication set up, it depends on what I come across, what kind of funds I have available, what kind of... It may take me the afternoon, it may take me a week.
Okay. But we might also want to explore Christaban's house.
Yeah, we should.
Underneath.
I think we should check the items first.
Yeah.
But I do think that's a good next route as well.
Okay. So, if she can get that started, and then we'll go ahead and check the items if you're good with that. Casper?
I'm healing the gaping wound in my... wherever the hell it is.
Yeah, do you want to deal with your wound or anything first?
No, I'm okay right now.
Kev is just hanging around with,
Dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
So I think we probably go back to our rooms.
Yes. Casper, how would you like to deal with yours? So you've got an open wound, and what else?
See that one? It was I think it was an immediate.
Oh, wounded, not open wound. Okay.
No, he had open wound and he had wounded. He had 2.
I know, but...
Yeah, that one.
Are those the two you have? Open wound and wounded?
Yes.
Okay. So...
Isn't wounded a, immediate damage deal, or...?
It is. Wounded is an immediate damage deal. Open wound is not.
Okay. Okay, cool.
How'd you sleep last night?
So you've got both wounded and open wound?
Yep.
Okay. So you are actually not at full health.
Okay. I was going to ask how I need to do that.
You are down 40 points from maximum.
Probably should have dealt with that before going to bed last night.
Yeah, how my blood is just on the sheets.
I might have to pay for that to be replaced.
In his room where we have our little stuff. We'll just
remind me to throw the mattress out the window.
Casper is openly.
If we're not careful, Casper's gonna throw up his food and then eat it again, and we're gonna have to watch.
Oh God!
Holding the bandage up to him last night while he slept. Yeah, just a transfusion going.
Yeah, you are a little pale and a little woozy. Because what's your maximum health?
My maximum is 107.
Okay,
so I'm. You said I'm down 40 points.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah, so I'm sitting at 67. So not half, but...
Do you take another wound?
No.
Although that would be hysterical.
Yeah, you do have about 7 pints of blood left in you.
Oh, great.
Of the 12 you start with.
So we're not really doing anything today. It's just a nice lazy day.
The problem is I can't claim it on being a different race because I chose human, so I'm lined up with the... Oh, I'm an elf. I have 18 or something, but nope.
For that one, for healing that one.
So that is a
12 hours with a DC of 20.
Yep, or a 35 straight, or 24 on your own.
So if I just do a healing check, what do I need?
Just the healing check, 35.
Okay.
To make it faster to 12 hours, 20.
Well, I have a 19 in healing. What do you want to do?
Let's do that. I think it's going to be easier. If I need a 20 and I have to roll for it, then I think it's going to be easy with you.
Okay.
Well, that's a 20 with a 12-hour break, or 35 to instantly heal it.
Well, so it's a solid shot. If Jamie has a 19 in healing, then
I rolled a
Here's
16.
That's enough.
Yeah.
35 exactly.
I rolled a 16 and I have a 19.
It's a 35.
35? That would succeed.
I just slap him and heal him.
just.
You dumbass smack.
Next time.
I mean, the wound's healed. I'm still down like several pints of blood. But
Yeah, you have your own healing abilities. You can just chill for the day and you'll be fine.
Yeah, so at losing 2 liters of blood, about 5 pints, the pulse on the wrist can be undetectable as the body shuts down. Losing more blood will result
Maybe you should take
in the casualty losing consciousness, and the heart and breathing will eventually stop. So you were like, you wake up in the morning, you go, oh boy.
Trying to get out of bed was like, not going to happen.
it was.
What you're saying is last night should have been the night that I tried to take his belt.
Yes.
You're not using this anyway.
In the wee hours of the morning, should have taken his belt.
Now, would the belt of stone skin had worked on taking the wound damage?
Well,
The belt just starts gushing blood.
And does anybody have just like bloody meat that we can give him? But you can chill and we'll
Now,
start
I mean,
checking
anyone
out.
could do a healing check or use a spell to regenerate his health points, which would...
I will do that.
Cav is like, oh, help you! Dead.
I can
That's
I
gonna
can
be a
heal my.
10 to healing. Because I have an 8 and I rolled a 2.
And he doesn't love you enough to try and luck that.
I just met the guy.
Oh, it's been like a week.
Fine. I'll use a luck.
You don't.
Nice. Well, that's a 1. I'll use another luck.
I mean, you could still go with the 2 if you really wanted to.
I rolled a 2, a 1, and a 3. Clearly,
dice.
you're only getting an 11.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Basically.
If I stab you.
Does this work? I feel like I'm just punching the healing wound. The wound.
So you regain 5 health from that.
Woo!
Healing magic, right? Just heal yourself.
Yeah, I've got healing hands. I'm just gonna heal myself.
You know what the problem was?
We don't want to watch
I
you
was-
do that. Go to the other room.
I was using my dislocated limb. That's the problem. The arm was kind of floppy. I was just missing.
You're just like, smack.
Yeah.
You said I heal 11?
5.
5.
Oh, 5.
11
Okay.
is what he rolled.
Oh, gotcha.
Get all those shit.
Are you going to reset your shoulder?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I guess we're not going anywhere today.
I mean, sitting at this place, walking around, because it's just 24 hours, does that count?
Yeah. If you guys aren't going to do anything, yeah.
I mean,
Do you want to do anything today? Because if we want to go check out Gustavon's house, then you
Right.
should probably both be in like as full of health as possible.
well, I didn't lose any health. I just have a dislocate, and I had disadvantage on.
No, your attack and damage skills are halved.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need your help because there's no fucking way I can get a 35 on this.
With your physicality, like we
Oh,
talked about
yeah,
earlier.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah. So I'll say before we even go downstairs.
You're going to try to reset it?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
What did you get?
I rolled an 18, so it's a 36.
All right.
Way to go, dice. It knew who really needed to heal. So I raged at the same time.
Yeah.
And basically just, if it
You
is
guys
my-
just hear a flunk and a cracking,
I
splintering
really feel like there
sound
would have been some running.
as the door frame just.
I just like to think you were screaming and then just slammed into the door and reset your shoulder.
Yep, that is
There are
exactly
some
what happened.
footfalls first.
The house shake.
A little bit.
It's remodeling time somewhere.
That wasn't my remodeling. No, Cav didn't do it.
No, not at all.
Okay, so now we're gonna sit down and look at these items. Everyone's doing okay.
Yeah.
Casper can go heal himself in the corner.
already did. I'm good to go. So.
Okay.
Losing all my blood. It drains out of my body. Oh no, it happened once again.
Oh no, I lost too much. I haven't lost enough?
I might have lost enough.
There we go. Yes, we're morbid.
Someone send this to Weird Al.
Oh gosh. I would love that. That'd be amazing.
That'd be so great. Alright, so
which item do we want to start with? I guess I'll start with the bag and see if it's a bag of holding or if it's a bag of something else.
okay.
Enchanting check, or should I do spell work? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
One of those is okay.
One of those is
If
okay.
I assist, will they get?
You don't need
advantage?
to assist.
I just wanted to pretend because I have a 0 in both.
I have a 30 in enchanting.
Yeah, I have a 0.
You can help if you want. Cav is just gonna go, yes, and Gwenira's gonna go, I know exactly what this is.
He's gonna pretend like he's smart.
So I rolled a 45.
Alright. This is a bag of holding.
Okay.
We have 2.
But this bag of holding is a slight bit different.
What?
It is
Yeah,
a bag
there
of
are
holding.
Heck of holding.
What?
Has refrigeration properties.
Yeah. That's interesting.
As
We're
well
off to the market.
Your cheese won't go bad!
Those are really cool.
as well as it has to be attuned and can hold 5,000 pounds instead of 1,000 pounds.
Wow. That's a lot of weight.
So it cannot be used by somebody who's not attuned to it.
Cav, think of how much cheese you could hold in there.
Shut up.
If you put grapes in there, they won't go bad and turn into raisins.
Yeah. But I don't want to be selfish and take it, because I'd have to unattune from the other bag I have.
No, that one's not attuned.
Regular bags of holding don't.
No. But I'm not going to be selfish.
Well, we'll figure out what all we have first, and then we can go
I
from
mean, I
there.
already got this fancy ring. If anybody else wants it, you can try and take it.
Okay. Well, I guess boots next.
All right.
Boots with the fur.
Yes, the boots.
Goes along with the bag of holding.
Does the bag of cold, is it just a bag of holding, or is it a bag of holding, but you can put things in there and then activate the cold property of it?
I mean, it will keep things cold that need to be cold. It's not like it's going to...
Oh, okay.
So if you put a spear in there, you won't pull it out frozen.
No.
Okay.
It'll be cool to
Girl,
touch.
watch this! Oh, my hand! I got frostbite!
Yeah, not like that, but
Okay.
yeah. It's more of it has preservative properties more
What
than
if we wanted to put a corpse in it?
it was
We
up
could-
to decay.
We can keep the corpse on ice.
know that
Hey, look, you can finally build your...
Chet?
Yeah! I'm putting
We'll
an
be trying to
orc
build
foot
chat
in
for
there.
5 years.
Yeah, at this point, I think the orc boot that's in the bag of holding is now just liquid.
Gross.
Oh God.
I mean, I got 36 for the boots.
Okay.
I did not.
It's an orc smoothie.
Bet you would have liked taking that advantage now, because I would have helped you, but no.
I just like to think you have a comical fake corncob pipe that just blows bubbles.
it's actually upside down when he blows it. Bubbles go down.
How much does an immovable rod cost?
It's 2 silver. Or gold, something like that.
I think it was 1 gold, yeah. Why?
Because my wishing box as a 4-second action can create any item custom 3 gold pieces or less. Can do this.
What happens when the unstoppable object hits?
Anyway.
I love magical items.
We're so good at reading them.
When the unstoppable object meets the immovable rod.
Now, to be fair, if we got these one at a time, we would be a lot better at it, but we ended up with like 6 magical items at once. So, yeah, but still. Anyway, the boots with the fur.
They are a Boots of Afterimage.
Oh, after image.
Zach wants all the magical items.
No. Just that one. You guys can keep the bag, I don't care. I will gladly give my boots of speed to someone.
What's the Boots of Afterimage do?
You are always considered to be flanking any targets that you are in melee range with. In addition, attacks made against you by a target you are flanking suffer a penalty to hit equal to the number of squares you can move in a second.
How many of you are close in range with melee?
Yeah,
I will give you anything off of here. Whoever. Never mind. I'm just gonna be quiet.
All right, let's see the armor. We'll do the armor next.
Would you like assistance?
If you would like. What does his assistance give me?
He rolls.
I rolled a natural 20.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fine.
It was a 2, and then it bounced one more time and changed to a 20.
Nice. Don't forget to mark it. So I got a 39. Cal got a nat 20.
I got a.
You know exactly what that armor is.
For a natural 20. No Wait, what was the other skill we could use?
Spell work.
Spell work?
Get knowledge spell work.
Oh, wait. It's a 30! Because I have a plus 10 for spell work!
Well done, Cat. Well done.
Lick it.
Your tongue immediately. The numbest your tongue has ever been.
So can you even tell us what it actually is, or is your tongue too numb to tell us?
No, it's dapping.
Does Gwenira know what this is with her 39?
Gwenira does not know what this is with her 39.
Oh my.
You do know a little bit what this is.
A little bit.
Wow. Jeez.
Only because of the natural 20.
I'm not going to tell you unless I can have the boot. As I slowly just grab the boots and move them closer to me.
Okay, you could have the boots.
Alright. It is called Knight's Bequeathal.
Yeah, it's called that.
Like nighttime nights?
No, like soldier knights.
Okay. Knights how the frick do you spell
Bequuethal?
Jeez.
E-T.
Cav would know what that word is.
Oh?
Yes.
I will once.
That doesn't look right.
I will once the magical god speak it into my brain.
That voice in the back of my head that just gives me info.
Remembrance allows for me to remember everything.
Yep.
So speak to me, Almighty God. Allow for me to learn this knowledge of what this item is.
Well, that's about all you get out of it.
Yeah, it's just a piece of armor.
It's a fancy
even with a natural 20.
That's fine.
That's what
when I roll to see if after she hears what it is, if she knows what it is.
Sure, you can give it another shot for that. Yeah.
Cat's brain just blew up.
Okay. And Cav's brain grew 3 sizes that day.
And then exploded.
Asleep, his brain.
Okay, that's better. Okay, so 16 plus 46.
Okay.
God damn.
I rolled a 16. I had an 11 the first time, and I was like, no, that's not good enough.
So the first thing you have never heard of this before. Never heard of the Knight's Bequeathal.
I suddenly can't spell my name.
That's right, the English major couldn't spell bequeathal either.
Hey, I have never had to spell that word before in my life.
I didn't even know that was a word.
Bequeath.
I knew bequeath was a word, but I didn't know bequeathal was a word. But I guess if you add "ol" to anything, it becomes a word.
Yeah, pretty much. English.
Zackle is a word.
Yeah, no.
You can also turn your name into a verb because English.
I mean, nickel is a word.
Yep.
Also a rock. Awesome.
You can tell that it is made of mithril. And you know that it definitely has something in there about keeping yourself alive. But that's all you're able to get out of it. But you can tell that this is a very potent magical
I
item.
feel like Nate wants to kill us a lot. Keeps giving us things that keep us alive.
He just wants a certain somebody to stop dying.
What?
He just wants a certain somebody to stop dying. Okay, that's all I can tell.
That's all you can tell.
Well, maybe we can go ask.
The enchantments on this are too far beyond.
Okay.
We go back to this. Could go back to the store.
Yeah, we could. And ask. He
Would
might.
Casper know anything about from hearing that name? Is that knowledge check, right?
Sure, yeah, knowledge would work.
Uh, 29.
No.
How about that?
You have never. You also had never heard of the word bequeathal, much less a magical item called Knight's Bequeathal.
And you mock the wolf.
There was
We all just say
there was nothing at the academy that prepared me for that word. What the hell?
Bequeathal. The actual
What the hell? Word for word.
Can I do a nature check to see what type of material it is made out of?
Oh, you got that it's mithril.
It's mithril.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say that earlier?
Yeah, when Gwynaira did her
Yeah.
check, she was able to get that
Sorry
it is
about that.
mithril and has. Okay.
How dare you? I guess we just have the sword left. And then whatever the heck is in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
So I guess... So, question real quick, and I think I probably know the answer to this, but I want to know for sure. If the bag of holding was attuned to someone else, and then attunes to you, per se, the items that were in it don't just go away, right? They're still in there. Okay.
Correct.
That's a good question.
Free stuff.
No, they just disappear. You can't pull... I mean, the way that bags of holding work is you have to know what items are in there in order to pull them out, right?
Correct.
So
is there a way to figure out what's in a bag of holding without actually knowing what's in a bag of holding?
There are ways.
Can anybody speak with the dead?
With this being in attuned, you would expect that maybe once you attune to it, you might learn some stuff up that's inside of it.
Embrace all the knowledge of it? Gotcha, okay.
That's at least a fair guess.
I mean, there's not like a little shopping list on the outside of the bag of what's in there.
I'm going to reach inside and think about a list of the items that's in here. Did it work?
Well,
When you attune to it,
that's what you would find. If you look for a bag of what's in there, you just got a checklist of shit.
Your bag of holding probably has something really cool in it from your dad that we just never found.
Yeah, probably.
Or just one day you're going to stick your arm in there and suddenly think of like bombs or something. A bunch of fire and pull out bombs.
It's a pipe bomb.
Sword.
40.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn.
I have a 30 in the chance.
It's when you attune to the bag and all the shit from the previous owner comes out.
For level 17. But that's still impressive.
Yeah. One of us had to be good at enchanting.
Yes, I'm glad someone took the time to invest points into that.
Yeah.
All right. This magical item, this sword, is called the Hoffund.
Is that on the OneDrive?
No.
Oh.
Spelling, please.
Hofund.
Fund.
Yes.
Hoffund. Hoffund. Hofund.
And if anybody else knows, please correct my pronunciation upon it.
I don't even know this word, so sounds good to me.
It's just FU for short.
No, it's very specifically Fund.
Fund.
It's fun. It's fun for short.
All right. Do I know anything about it?
Well, you can tell that it can open portals through different dimensions.
Casper's hand is going to start slowly sliding towards that sword.
And it is a...
Tired of going in the bag of holding, Casper?
Maybe.
You guys have the gate...
Nobody trusts my gate!
Nobody trusts my bag.
Well, yeah, because we can't breathe in there.
Yeah.
We have different ways to teleport, don't we? If we give this to Casper, because Gwenira has the gate, both Mist and Cav have their amulets.
Yep.
You guys on the other side
So
disappears with the gate.
he wants to kill us a lot, but he also wants to be able to teleport by any means necessary.
You also know that it is just, you would call it powerful. That it enhances the power, strength, etc. of the wielder.
Looks at the gate. Why did I even buy this thing? I'm just kidding.
Just throw it in the bag. Just what the heck?
It's in the bag of holding.
I'm kidding.
It's a mine now.
I still like my gate and the box it comes in.
Nate, I love your gate. I will never get rid of it.
I specifically create this ultimate teleportation thing.
And then you gave some. I'm just kidding. I don't
No,
care.
no. What happens if we open the gate up in the bag of holding?
Because can only teleport. Or the sword can probably only teleport the person wielding it / attune to it. Okay, well, I guess we're taking these items over to What's-His-Face to see if he can tell us the rest of it.
Well, and his specifically can travel dimensions,
I
not
guess that's
necessarily
true.
space.
That's true.
The gate can do everything and everybody.
So,
Fair enough.
I'm not going to lie. I think the boosts would serve me the best because I really am the only one that's up close with combat.
Agreed.
Besides Mist, but you have your boots of invisibility, which I don't think you'd want to give up for.
No. Gwenira has the winged boots as well, and I like to be able to fly.
Yes.
So,
Nick or Casper, do you have boots?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
They're spider claw shoes. I get to basically walk on walls and ceilings.
I feel bad because I want the bag, and I also want the boots, but I'd rather the boots. So if you guys are cool with me taking the boots, can I have the boots?
I mean, Cav, you're also the only one that uses the bag of holding more than literally anyone here.
Yeah, no, but I already have a bag of holding, so if somebody else wants to hold on to it,
we could switch bags of holding.
mine's just not you don't have to attune.
Yeah.
I've never asked. I've always been curious about this. What happens when you turn a bag of holding inside out?
It flips inside out and nothing else happens. You're now looking at the inside of the bag instead of the outside, and
That's
it's a little less waterproof.
That's where all the list of items that's in the bag.
Noted. Okay. Good. It's black hole proof.
Oh, terribly. Your handwriting is
Yes.
atrocious, I'm sure.
But it's fine because I have I comprehend one word, so I can read my own writing after an hour of looking at it.
I feel like it should take significantly less time than an hour to comprehend your own writing.
I have comprehend words.
So, we're giving him the sword.
If that's,
I mean, if anyone else wants it, like,
I guess we should probably figure out what all it and the armor does before we decide. Hey, you can have this.
The boots we figured out what they were.
Yeah,
right?
the rest of it.
Yeah, so we don't need to worry about that. We go with that.
You know what the bag and the boots do, so we should get the other two checked.
How long does it take to attune? Are the boots an attuned item?
Yes, they are.
While we're at it, we can sell the other shoes because the rest of us already have boots.
Yeah, because I have boots of speed. Actually, let me ask this question.
Yeah.
This is towards our party here.
Mm-hmm.
Magical. Actually, back to you, Nate, real fast. Magical items shrink or expand to whoever's wearing them, right?
Correct.
I know that we've kind of given Ollie some money, but would you be opposed to giving him these boots of speed so then he can get around a little bit faster?
Yes, that's fair. We should see if he wants to join the League of Assassins.
That's kind of where I was going with
Yeah. I mean, I was already thinking that anyway.
Sure, let's get...
He was able to sneak all the way in there, and the only reason he got caught was because he was trying to steal something.
Yeah.
I think that he would be a good trainee if he wanted to.
How greedy do you want to be? Do you want to see how much these boots are going to cost us first?
No.
Okay. So
let's give the... Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
just thinking, let's give the 12-year-old a nice
giant boots down and hand them to the small child, and he just stares at them.
I feel like for a brief moment, it's the SpongeBob really giant squeaky boots.
Yeah.
As he just stands there.
And they just...
Nate's looking at some.
Yeah, I'm double checking. So that'll be...
He's all 72 hours.
Not that long.
So you can't wear them ever. He's all 3 months, 32 hours, and 16 minutes.
3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, you can sit here and attune to those while we go talk to the shop guy, but we can also make sure we spend the rest of the afternoon attuning
I'll go to the shop with you guys.
Okay. So I guess we go downstairs?
Yeah. You run into Ollie?
Yep.
Yeah. He's there.
Does he have a nub?
He does have a nub.
Nub.
He's growing back.
Oh, good.
Exponentially or slowly?
It's about to here.
Okay.
You can go.
So I'm going to take my shoes off because they're all sweaty.
Oh, lovely.
Those are for you.
Covered in mud and blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't
There's
clean
probably
them
like a little speck of Cristobal still on there. Just
a speck.
The whole bottom is just covered in his blood and guts.
Well, I mean, we did walk around.
Cristobal's intestine is wrapped around the right ankle.
Oh.
This just stares at it with very large eyes and goes, "You might want to clean those."
That's what makes them magical. Is the intestine makes it magical.
You should probably clean those. Ignore the giant dog. Sir licks a lot.
Those are for you.
Oh. Thank you.
They're boots of speed, is that what you said?
Yeah, they increase the speed 5 feet per second. In addition, if you take 2 or more seconds consecutive to move, increase the distance you can move by an additional 5 feet per second.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
They served me well, but I got some new boots. These ones are also covered in blood.
There's a little bit of guts on the inside. A left toe. Yeah. And in the other boots, just the left toe. Pinky toe.
Just pull that pudding bag out with him. And so it begins. Wait, is there actually a foot in there?
You realized a couple years ago that the foot was no longer a foot.
No, I'm not talking about the bag of holding. I'm talking about in the boot.
No.
Because, I mean, we have a bag of holding now.
No, there was not a foot left in that.
We have someone who works with necromancy powers. One step closer.
I'm not bringing a body back for you.
You won't. You'll be bringing body parts back for me.
My scientific mind is slightly intrigued.
I'm sorry, what is he talking about? Body parts?
The chat that he's been talking about for years.
No, I'm sure Casper's.
I think
No, I know. I'm saying this as Casper has never heard of Chet. No, I know Chet.
You don't want to
familiar.
There was a liquid orc's foot in his bag for years. Don't want to know.
Want some cheese?
Nope. Nope.
It's fine. It tastes like orc's foot.
I never want to know what that tastes like.
So, Ollie, we do have one question for you. We know you do maybe like this town. I don't know. We haven't asked yet. But as we are, the leaders of the League of Assassins,
maybe
do
this is Miss talking right now?
Yes.
Maybe as whenever you open up the portal to the giant tower to kind of sell the point.
Afterwards. Let Miss talk first. But we were wondering if you had any interest in potentially joining our group. With how you were able to sneak down the tunnel and get away pretty well, we think you have potential.
Really?
Yes.
This is more than just odd jobs?
Yes. We would likely have someone who could help train you. We sent another guy through to get trained. You can get trained with him, and you can grow to be whatever you want.
And
we're called the League of Assassins, but you don't technically have to go murder people.
And you could always come back here and work at our branch here.
Yeah, if you want to.
Bolotan.
Right now we're focusing on Sypetia, but we still go other places if you have any interest.
I think I could be okay with that.
You would rather that instead of living here?
Well, I mean,
for now.
It's better than just odd jobs and living off the street.
Do we want to ask about any of his friends? If he thinks any of his friends have potential?
Why don't we have him... Yeah, ask him, and then he can bring some of whatever friends he thinks are going to be best here, and then we can have like a little conversation with them.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, let's recruit people. Do our job.
Yeah. Starting young.
So, on top of this, we also wanted to ask: are there like any friends that you might have that you think would also be interested or be, good?
But we will need your other arm if you decide you want to join. I'm joking.
You mean the one he lost?
No, his other one. We got to take the other one, so he's got to regrow it back. That's how we know he's committed.
Smack. Cat slap.
Well, it pays.
We could get it today, yeah.
I don't know, guys. Does it pay?
As of right now, there's some training that's involved, but basically whatever you find from missions or whatever you're out on, it's yours to keep.
Also, we would train you first, and food and lodging would be included in all of this. You don't have to try and find your own food or lodging. You would stay in the shadow school until you're ready to take on missions. And that would be when you would start getting paid.
I think there might be a couple of them that might be interested.
Do you think that they would be worth talking to?
I think a couple of them.
Okay.
Bring them here around sundown.
Love to talk to them.
I'll make it happen.
And then once we get to that point and talk to them, we can send all of you that we decide on through to the school. And you can get training as soon as you are ready, and so grab any stuff that you might want to take with you, things like that.
All right. I'll put it out.
Thank
Training
you.
them young. I like it.
Yeah, we won't put them out yet. Give them not dangerous missions yet
But
either.
we really have to tell his friends that we require at least one limb from them.
Why?
Gotta scare them somehow.
I
mean, I lost this arm like 3 times
I mean, I
in the
guess
last 5 years.
We wouldn't actually take limbs from them, but to see if they're dedicated, I kind of get your point.
Lost this ear. I can grow back ears with that ring, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I've lost an eye. Lost a couple canines. Lost a few toes. Lost actually like this whole side of my body. Grew back. I mean,
Now you're just making things up.
you're right, I am.
All right. Well, we have chores and errands that we need to do, so we will see you later today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's head out!
Going back to,
let's go.
I don't remember his shop name.
I don't
My
remember his name either. we
Back to
went
that.
back to what's his face at what's his store. I mean,
Majestic
that's really
Mysterio.
I think his name is Eton, and he's the shopkeeper of the Howley Droopy.
Yep.
That's right.
I looked it up.
Ooh. Ooh.
Is that your posh bark?
Sort of looks a lot posh bark.
Oh.
Woof.
Now it's even more posh. Oof. Oof.
Oh,
You need like a cane to go with that, and like a sassy walk.
You just use his moon thing.
So we go back. Yeah. How long does it take us to get to the store?
Takes you about an hour.
Okay.
2 hours more.
Is it open?
It is.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Oh, yes, yes. Hello. Welcome back. You interested in dropping any more of your coin?
No, but, well, maybe. We were wondering, though, if you could help us figure out what some items do. We came into some items recently. If you could help us, or if you know someone else who might be able to, if you can't.
Well, what you thinking?
He might recognize the items as Cristobal's.
So, he'd probably be like, yeah, good for you.
Maybe. Or he might go the other way.
We'll find out.
And call the guards and put a bounty on your head, and now you're on the bounty board before the...
Because there is another way we could do this.
Okay.
Before we walk in, I can turn myself into a human form.
Oh, if you want to try and...
I could do that and walk in there with the items. But the problem is that I don't have a very good persuasion skill. And I have no fucking clue what my human form looks like. So, if this person shows up on the bounty board, we don't got a problem because I don't know what he looks like, and I don't have to change.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're already.
I don't know if it matters.
What do you guys want to do, Nick?
I mean, we could.
Is it a risk you're willing to take?
I guess that's fair. That's a good point. Do we even want to try and risk it? Because it could go one way or another. We could just play it safe.
Play it safe and not figure out what these are in this town?
No, play it safe and not end up on a bounty board.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just take the persuasion hit and just send Gavin and apparently his human form that I did not know he had.
I mean, there's also someone else that works for you that may be able to either take it herself or have someone else that can take these, or...
Are we going to need any
delegation?
But we have these lovely new items we want to kind of figure out what they do right now.
Would you even need persuasion?
Probably not. I could just say I acquired these things from
I mean, and if he chases you out with them, then we
Or if
disappear.
he chases me out with him, I'm just going to kill him.
I guess that's fair.
Take his shop. Davor 3.0. We got another shop here. It's fine.
Alright, so I guess we backtrack before we go inside.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll allow that.
So I will turn into my human form.
All right.
Roll for character. What color hair do you have?
Yeah, I want to know what Cav human form looks like.
Same color as your fur.
So he is a redhead.
Nice.
He does have a beard and a mustache, and it's a full...
It goes down to his feet because he hasn't shaved in so long.
It has to go... All of that fur that's on his body has to go somewhere, so might as well just go to his beard.
He's really skinny.
You're about 5'8", and yeah, relatively thin,
It'll just like stare at you.
fair skinned.
Is he freckled? Are you freckled?
No.
No, because his fur covers his skin too much. He doesn't get freckles.
Yeah.
I would like to say that for every wound that Cav has taken in his werewolf form, there is a adjacent scar on his human form that shows up only on his human form.
I'm great with that.
Is he is he like skinny like lanky, or are you pretty bulky because
Lanky.
Worgen?
Lanky.
Wow.
So I have no muscle mass.
Not no muscle mass, but
Is there like remnants of a six-pack, but not really?
yeah.
It's like a 2.
It's fine. Okay.
You gonna put on clothes?
Wasn't trying to call
It's
attention to it, but yeah,
artificial.
dude, you need a loincloth or something.
Armor?
Do you have? I guess you don't have armor, do you?
I have armor kilt on.
Does it? It's not a magical item. It just falls off your ass.
I mean, he does have shorts on underneath that, so probably, yeah, I guess I will grab some clothes out of somewhere. I will steal them off of a rack as we... Well, wait, so I have an armored cloak.
You just cover yourself.
No,
Would you
I-
like to see my item?
Want to see my armor?
Yeah, I will acquire some clothes.
Fair enough. It's not too challenging for you all.
Okay.
Alright. Armor, sword.
That was
Go.
the only things we needed to
Yeah.
identify, right? Okay.
Yeah.
He's on his phone. I was waiting for him to be done.
No, you're good.
All right. So I'll walk into the store. Hello?
Yes. Welcome in. What can I do for you, sir?
Well, yeah,
How much gold do you have on you right now?
me?
Yes.
I have 48 or 46 pieces of gold.
Okay. Cool.
Is my gold getting stolen from me?
Yeah.
Cool.
We don't know.
What's your name there, friend?
I'm Ethan.
Ethan? The name's Fred. Nice to meet you.
Oh my god.
Hey, Fred.
No, Fred. Not friend. Fred.
Fred. Yes.
Thanks.
No, your name is
How might I
Fred.
be of service to you, sir?
Well, I was out coming far from the... We're on the east side, right, of Sypetia?
Yes.
So I was traveling west on the road and came across some traders, and I acquired these two items. They sold them to me for a pretty penny, and just trying to figure out. I mean, I'm pretty intellectual myself, but I can't figure out exactly what they do. And I just happened to come across your store by talking to some people outside, and they said you might be able to help me out.
I will certainly do what I can. What would you like to show me?
I will pull out the sword, which I don't remember the name of.
Often.
The FU, got it?
Yep.
Like I said, I created a nice, pretty penny for this, and just trying to see if maybe I can get some decent coin from it, or if you can tell me They said it's got some magical enchantments on it, but I'm not really sure what they are.
Well, let me take a look at this.
He's stealing my money as we speak. It's pissing me off.
Do you need to roll a perception check?
Can I roll a perception check?
Sure.
Do any of my skills change?
No.
Okay.
My phone decided to sing. Oh no.
That's going to be a 23.
Okay. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary?
So you suddenly look in your purse and you have more money!
Nice.
You're like, what the hell?
Well,
So-
this is a beautiful sword. I can tell that it's enchanted. Sorry, I can't tell you much else about it. If you'd like, got a couple of options. I'll buy the sword from you. I'll give you 20 gold for it. Without knowing what enchantments it has, I couldn't go higher than that.
Can I do an insight check to see if I believe that he doesn't know what the enchantments are on it?
Sure.
It's going to be a 28.
You have no reason to distrust him at this point. Or if you wanted to, I could take it to an enchanter to have it authenticated and appraised, and then I would happily, depending on what it is, of course, be potentially very interested in buying it from you. But I'm afraid that I am not a great enchanter myself. I'm shop purveyor. I know enough to be able to understand the items that I'm selling, but this is beyond me. It makes me very interested to know what it is, but I can give you 20 gold and take it off your hands right now, or I'll get someone in that can take a look at it. Or you can take it on your merry way. I'm very interested to know what it is, though.
I'm going to grab the sword and walk out.
All right.
I will say thank you. Be cordial and polite.
Fair enough.
Say thank you.
Absolutely. If you change your mind, feel free to stop back.
Once I get outside, before I go find them, are you guys right outside the door?
I mean, we're relatively close by. I assume we didn't go anywhere. Maybe just down the street so we weren't seen.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can see if there's any signage for an enchanter?
Sure. Gwenara, what is your trained? Nice. What is your trained bonus in enchanting?
6.
6. Okay. As a reminder, Gwenira is an expert in enchanting. Not at the level of master yet, but is an expert in enchanting.
It was more so.
Oh, I know. I'm
not necessarily just for the sword, but also for the armor. Because based off of that conversation with the sword.
Yeah, but I'm reminding all of you that if Gwenira can't figure out what it is, it is potentially less likely that a shopkeep would know, and Gwenira will outdo most street enchanters.
Okay.
Now, you may find someone that is a master enchanter. Bolton is a large city. But master enchanters are fewer and far between.
So what would be our best?
Now you do know one.
Do we just...
You do know a master enchanter.
Hell.
In fact, one of the greatest enchanters to have ever lived. Person that enchanted Cav's axe. The other Worgen herself.
So could I use that natural 20 for a 36 to realize that maybe we could just teleport to her real fast?
I'll allow it.
Cool. So how about as I walk out, I just teleport over to the field?
You don't even tell us?
I use the circlet.
Okay, you just say, I'm going to this place.
I'll be right back.
We could just stand there. Okay.
No, I won't do that. I'll go tell you guys.
Asshole.
I'll walk up to him and be like, hey, he's not going to be able to help us, but I had an epiphany while I was in the store. Came outside in the lovely light, and the fresh smell of the flowers reminded me of someone who could actually help us.
Are there flowers anywhere? There's like one single flower you're picking through the grass.
It's a dandelion too.
I saw this flower.
Hey,
it was
you know
beautiful.
What? He has a deity. The deity could be assisting him, and just poof, waft of smell.
Okay.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. 2 of our people haven't been there.
Guinara's been there.
Yep.
She could open the gate
That's
to
right.
there, yeah. Because I assume I attuned to that like last night, essentially. If not before
Did you
then.
want to attune to that?
Yes?
That will take you 48 hours.
Oh. Never mind then. But, yeah.
Mythical magical items like this take
Fine.
a little bit longer to
There
hold it.
God damn it.
Or you can still use the gate, it just costs more power points.
I guess that's true.
In this case, 4 instead of 1.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Big 4.
I'll be working on attuning to that. But yeah,
Big 4.
Guinara is happy to open a gate to there.
Right.
Because yeah, remember we brought her
Yeah,
there.
it takes 2 days of straight meditation.
Okay. Oh. I can't. And what if I... Oh, okay. I guess next time we're traveling.
I mean, we have a few days. It's going to take a few days for the broker to come. We could.
Well, we should still go underground.
Yeah.
But after that, maybe, yeah. You're right. All right, well... What, you said 4 power points? Eat gas out of my 300
one power
rate.
point per being instead of 1 power point per 10.
Yeah. Okay.
It really only matters when you're trying to move 1,000. Because that's the difference between 1,000 power points and 100.
As we step through the gate, I will drop the human form.
Okay.
Because I think I can... Yeah, it just says I can do it at will.
Yeah.
So, I will take the recent... How much did the clothes cost? Or did I steal them?
You stole them.
That doesn't surprise me.
How much money did I lose while I was in the shop?
None.
Why did you ask?
Oh, because he used a magical appraise spell to figure out exactly how much money you have on you to figure out what kind of magical items he should try to sell you.
Because I'm so weak looking?
No, he did the same thing when you guys walked in. That's why he almost spoke exclusively to Guinara, because he figured out Guinara had more money than everybody else.
Yeah.
I was like, you have the money. I want to talk to you. I want to sell things to you. What can I get you to buy?
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, how big was Guinara's coin purse to begin with? Like this big?
Excuse me, I have a coin purse of holding.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it holds his coins.
You have to start rolling your stealth checks for her at a disadvantage because you jingle too much.
No, it's so packed it doesn't even jingle
fair
anymore.
You could use that as a weapon from high up the ground. I have 100 feet up in the air. There's an enemy right below me.
How much does 3,000 gold weigh?
Catch.
It's like a money water balloon. Anyway.
Quick question. Do you want to go back to the house? Because you can leave the gate open, right?
I think so, yeah. So you want to go back and
if we go back to
there?
the house and open it in the house, because then you don't have to spend the additional $4. We could just leave it, and then it's not open in a random.
Okay,
Middle of the
fair
street.
point. Fair point.
Somebody's just talking with their friend.
They're just not paying attention and they just walk straight through the portal.
All of a sudden, their boots are really wet.
I'm like, wait, why did I put all my magic points there? My power points just go away.
That's over there just rolling dice. Oh, another 5 people walk through. Another 10.
Oh, look, a parade is coming through the street.
It's peaceful.
Surprisingly, it only would weigh about 60 pounds.
This peaceful little grove is now turned into a bustling side street of very confused people. Where am I?
Okay, yeah, so we assume Cap changes back to his working form. We should head back to the right. We should head back to the safe house.
Yeah. Now you to keep the gate open, you must maintain concentration. You can only move, cannot take damage. You can talk.
I would hope we don't get attacked while we're over there. But...
Are you allergic to bees? Yes.
Alright, so we go back to the safe house. Just up to our room or whatever. And open the portal.
Yeah.
Alright. Where exactly do you want to arrive? Because you both are... I mean, 3 of you know of this place. 2 of you are intimately familiar with this place. Cal, you spent a great deal of the time here. So did Juga and Ira. After you were rescued, you spent a solid 1.5 years here recovering.
Yeah. And then getting trained.
Becoming a person again instead of a shell.
And I wanted to kill this lady so bad.
I'm glad you didn't.
Across the river.
Okay.
Nowhere near where, if I remember correctly, her hut's here, and then there's the flower beds up the way.
Yeah.
Nowhere near that, just across the river.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds great. So you guys teleport on over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice and peaceful.
I was concerned for a second you were going to say it. It's on fire!
Not my fault.
Roll initiative.
It's,
This is where we sent Cristobal's other half of his body.
There's just a blood stain on the ground.
Every time he uses banishment, there's just a new corpse on top of her house. She sits there, training's going so well for him. I'm so happy.
More like that damn fool of a kid. Do we remember her name?
Ancient lady.
Do we remember her name? I know it's written down somewhere, but
written down somewhere. Wasn't actually expecting you guys to.
I rolled a natural 20, and you gave me permission to do that, so...
I did.
I don't think it's in that story.
You don't think it's in this one?
I think you made it up day of.
it should be in the blog online, at least, like worst case scenario.
Because I never gave her a name, I just called her old lady. The old woman.
Oh, check When Ira's backstory.
Ah, yes, that is
It's
a good
probably in there.
When Ira's backstory.
Like, it's definitely probably in the
Like our
thing on the
characters are
blog, but yeah.
This old lady. Maybe Casper's connected.
Do you need me to find it?
Where is When Ira's backstory?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, right.
It wasn't.
Not for the Wrath of Sypetia, for
Yeah.
the
Pillars.
Pillars of Sypetia.
Yeah, I didn't move it over because I didn't change anything because nothing happened in between for When Ira.
There we are.
Cav's gonna have to work out. Fred's gonna have to work out his body to make it more tongue like Cav. Let muscle mass go. God, I wonder how that cheese. That's all the cheese. The cheese doesn't.
He's just really fat in the middle because of all the cheese and everything else is super skinny.
The organ form digests it, but the human form doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, you found it?
Yes!
Okay. What is it?
Genetria.
How do you spell that?
Genetria. I thought it was just Gentria.
I mean, it might be, and like, you might be mildly silent because English is stupid.
But, yes.
I thought it was a G sound. Genetria. Maybe Genetria. No, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Cav is gonna call her grandma.
Old hag. That
Woman.
seems like something the two of you would do.
Does it look like someone's home?
Yes. In fact, you see her. She's sitting on a rocking chair out on the little stoop, just eyes closed, basking in the sun.
How far away are we?
100 feet.
I would like to jump that distance.
All right.
I will spend the 2 seconds to jump that distance.
Is she in Worgen form, or is she like masquerading in her human form?
She is in human form.
Okay.
Hello there, Cavendish.
Hi. How are you?
She just reaches up and scritches your chest. Welcome home, child.
I assume the rest of us just kind of follow behind. Or at least Miss and Quinara do. I don't know what Casper's doing.
Very confused.
Casper steps forward. Ezekiel's head comes and smacks him in the head because it's finally stopped.
Rotating the earth.
I'm gonna lean into Miss slowly. Is that his mom?
No, not really.
Oh.
Mentor.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
Turned him into a organ.
That's why I said not really. But it wasn't a complete no.
I brought a new friend.
Oh.
He dies a lot like the other ones.
Welcome, Casper. Welcome.
Is there food in the house?
There is. I did just finish cooking lunch.
Sweet. Just gonna let her and Casper talk. I'm gonna go and get some food. Because Cat forgot what his main goal was here.
That sounds like Kev.
Miss rolls his eyes and Quinara just shakes her head. So Cav.
I'll bring out more for you guys, don't worry.
I'm pretty sure you still have the items on you.
I do. But I'm going in there to grab food and coming right back out. Because I can't forget, because I remember everything.
That doesn't mean you can't choose to forget.
Nope.
Or not pay attention to that memory.
Okay.
Cav knows what his goal is, but her food is so amazing because it smells so good. And he hasn't eaten since breakfast, which was about 20 minutes ago. So,
I mean,
oh,
like
you
2 hours.
poor thing.
2 hours and 5 minutes.
And he's got to keep up his physique somehow.
Physique, yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, we took a little bit of time after breakfast to check.
I mean, I didn't want to be an asshole while she was talking to Casper, so I went inside. Solved the problem.
Also, die like the other ones, man. That's just such a subtle shot at the rest of my characters.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
She said hi to you, by the way.
I said hi back. I more waved.
When I was gonna say, it's good to see you.
And it's good to see you too, dearie. You should get yourself some soup as well. You're still looking quite thin. You need to grow some more. Eat some more.
Sounds like your Italian grandma.
Cav will walk out.
Well, you no eat. You're so skinny.
Cav will come out with 6 bowls of soup. 2 for himself.
You're just balancing.
3 for himself and 3 for everybody else.
Okay.
Eat more. You're still growing. No, Nana, I'm not growing that way anymore. I'm almost 30. I don't grow taller. Eat more. You're still growing. Okay, Nana.
Great grandma, you've only had 4 pieces of pizza. Please have more. Okay.
True story. Actually happened.
Yep.
Right, wow.
My great grandmother is Sicilian. She was a Sicilian.
But still, I suppose we start eating soup. Thank you, Cav.
You're welcome. Yours is really cold though.
It was as cold as Casper's.
First of all, no, it's not, and second of all, this is really good soup.
Don't bite my tail. What flowers does she have in her garden right now?
Half of it sunflowers, as always, and then a large smattering of other stuff.
I will slowly put down the armor and the sword, and then I will go lay in the field.
You keeping my axe safe there, boy?
At that point, I'll throw it up in the air and catch it with my hand and make it disappear. Always.
Let me see. I'm sure you've nicked it. You shouldn't be able to nick magical items, but somehow you make it happen. Let me see.
How far away from her am I?
30 feet.
Cool. I will. And I'll throw it at her.
She'll just move her head slightly as it embeds itself in the wall next to her.
There you go. And I will go lay down and continue laying down in the sunflowers. What time of the day is it here?
It's
she's just.
I guess we are in another country, aren't we?
So
Yeah.
Noon time.
I mean, she called it lunch. It's actually mid-morning.
Okay.
Casper, welcome to Wardinia.
Oh, okay, so that's where the gate took us. Wow.
This time,
All
yep.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, I guess he's leaving it to us to handle, so we were hoping that you might be able to tell us about these 2 items. I was able to tell a few things about them, but that's about it. The armor is called the Knight's Bequeathal, and the sword is called the Hoffend.
The FU for short!
And we're stuck.
So, if you're able to help us out, we would greatly appreciate it.
Why, I'll see what I can do. And she just grabs hold of the axe handle and just right out of the wall. And it was embedded in there. Quite a good bit. She just pops it right out. That's it. Places a hand on it. Mutters a few things. Shakes her head. Waves a hand over it. And it's back in pristine, glistening condition again. Somehow that boy just manages to... This shouldn't happen, but somehow she will gently rest it next to her. Now, what is it you'd like me to take a look at?
So both of these items, we're trying to figure out what the enchantments do.
All right. Well, let's take a look at this sword here, shall we? All right. Well, you said you already know that this is called the Hoffend.
Yes, as well as it opens portals through different dimensions.
It does. It is one of its prime uses is as a key. It unlocks the barriers between dimensions. A little more accurate than saying that it creates a portal through them. You can, stand in one place and use it, and it will transport you to the corresponding location on a different plane of existence, even if you've never been there before. All you have to know is the name of the plane that you wish to go to, and it will take you to its corresponding location. If no such location exists, then it will fail. But that is its prime focus as a key. But it wouldn't do for a sword like this to just be a key now, would it? I remember when this sword was made. It was, almost 3,000 years ago now. I'm getting old. Well, it is also a potent fighting sword. It greatly increases the strength of the wielder, makes them almost impervious to all mental attacks and completely impervious to having their mind taken over. And it primarily deals magical damage.
So is it ranged or is it still melee?
Both. So you can use it as a sword, but you can also channel a beam of energy out of it. Which is another one of its more powerful capabilities. As far as I know, this is the only one left. I believe 10 were initially made. They were gifted. But I believe the others have been destroyed. I thought all of them had been, but apparently this one was found.
Yes. Who were they gifted to?
Oh, leaders of the plains. Back then, there were a few other prime planes. They've merged with this one now. So, one was given to the prime leader of the natural realm, one to the leader of the Feyland, one was gifted to Vulcus of the celestial realm. I believe Satan was given one for the Hells. I don't remember who was gifted the others, but one from the Dawn Realm and one from the Shade.
What realm are we on?
Natural.
The
The natural, okay.
And then the 4 Primalis were given the last 4 when they still had their own dimensions.
I didn't know they had their own dimensions.
They did originally, but have since merged with this one.
Okay. Is there anything else about this sword that you know? Or can tell us? Or is that it?
It's a pretty potent sword.
Yeah.
It's a very potent sword. No, not in particular.
Okay.
Oh, actually, as this sword transcends dimensions, it has the capability to attack anything, whether it is in or out of phase with your dimension, with your plane of existence.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, well, thank you.
Of course.
Would that be like the ethereal plane?
Yeah, or just if there's anything that can step out of phase. So yeah, ethereal is the most common way, but also ghosts or the like that are spiritual essence that would be completely unaffected by normal items and would only take partial effectiveness from standard magical items. This would also fight them like normal.
That's cool.
Okay.
Could you imagine just swinging this around your room and then just catching the ghost that's haunting you with it?
What was that? I don't feel that presence anymore. So weird.
Wait, this room suddenly feels more friendly.
That's how you learn you have a stalker.
Ow! It hurt!
What?
Well, can you check the Knight's Bequeathal for us?
Yes. Now, this I have never seen. I know of it. I am far too old. But this is a relic. This one of the few items to have survived the turning of an age. This Knight's Bequeathal is from the second, and, well, we don't know if it may even be older than that.
Could always lick it.
Did he learn that from you?
No, not at all.
Figured.
That is entirely his own thing. Smell is far more my thing. Magical items just have this aroma.
They also taste funny too.
Yes, dear.
I have very good hearing.
Keep enjoying your nap.
I'm not
I
napping.
hear your ass snoring from down here.
So we hear his tail.
I'm not napping. I'm sitting in the flower, laying in the flowers, basking in flowers that he hasn't seen in Sypetia at all.
That's fair.
He's just making bullshit comments.
So the
As such, even I don't know much about this. I will see what I can figure out about this. Do you wish to join me inside, or wait out here while I take a look? This may take some time.
I was gonna say, how long do you think it'll take you? We have somewhere we need to be tonight.
This may take me a few hours.
I think we got time.
That'll only take us to midday.
I'm good either way.
Yeah. Sure, we can hang out.
If they have to wait a few minutes, it just means if they're not there when we get there, they don't really want to work for us. It's fine.
We should be back before nightfall, but...
True.
Very well. Then give me some time. And she'll pick up the armor and take it inside, where three of you know her enchanting table is inside. So she can't just do this on her own. She needs magical item assistance.
Well, I guess it's time to sit down and enjoy the day and attune to any items that we haven't yet that we can in that time period. I need Mist's boots, by the way.
Are they?
Did you put it in the...
I've got it in my handbook.
There's two sets. There's the boots of invisibility and then the boots of something else. And the boots of something else, I don't remember what they were called. Boots of stealth. So which boots do you have? Because the boots of stealth is there, but the boots of invisibility is still blank. Speaking of which, I have to figure out.
Boots of false sound.
That's not in here.
No? Okay. Then I shall re-upload.
Unless it's called the boots of stealth.
No.
Okay. Because you have two. You have boots of invisibility and boots of stealth in the player's handbook.
I shall re-upload the rulebook.
While you do that real quick, I'm going to grab something to drink.
Alright, it's uploaded.
Okay.
So yes, you have the boots of false sound.
Okay, and I assume those take an attunement.
They do.
How long?
Those will take 3 hours.
Okay.
I still have to... Cab doesn't know what this ring does. Correct?
Yeah, you know.
I know instantaneous as it attuned to me, I automatically know what the principles are of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have to have her... Okay.
No.
Cool.
No, yeah. As you attune to an item, you learn...
You learn the properties of it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's a real easy way to learn the properties of any magical items, to attune to it. That can get risky, because if it's a cursed magical item and you just dive headlong into it without understanding it, you may find yourself in issues. Or even if it's not cursed, but it's just a whatever kind of magical item, you may be in more trouble than not. Gotcha. So it's risky, but it is also the easiest way to learn what any magical item does.
So we're just going to hang around here for a little while?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cab is going to walk up and pick up the sunbell. And he's going to put it away. Actually, he's not, because he's going to put on his belt, and then he's just going to walk around the grounds. Kinda, how far away is... Never mind, it's too far. Never mind. No, he'll sit down and he'll join the rest of the group while he attunes to his boots.
Okay. Yours are also a 3-hour attunement.
Yeah, we just chill with our boots.
Yeah.
We're like, yay, fancy boots!
Casper, Gwenira, what are the two of you doing?
I can't break up my attuning to the gate. Does attuning to the box take a different amount of time? Or is that part of it?
The box does not attune.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, maybe I will sit and practice.
Could you go in there and like learn stuff from her? 'Cause she's
Yeah,
a
that
master.
might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Could I go in with her and learn
Absolutely.
enchanting from her?
So I didn't know if you were going to
Absolutely.
go there, but I just...
No, that's a good idea. I mean, I was thinking of like practicing something, but that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, don't forget that anybody who has achieved a higher level of training than you can train you up to their level, including each other.
Yeah.
Nature. Magic.
I remember.
And Casper, what are you doing?
I was just gonna sit under a tree and just kind of fiddle with my guns.
Okay.
Now, if we're... Just want to make sure I get this right. If we're attuning to an item, we're meditating, so we can't even have conversations, right?
I mean, you could have some minor conversations, yeah.
Okay. Are you still... Is Mist still outside? Because you're attuning to Boots as well.
Yeah.
It feels so weird being back here.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, how long has it been since you've been here?
About maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, her hut was in the same nation of Awayashi, correct?
Wardenia.
Yes, I mean, so
It's
it's
the
in the
same-
Wardanian Union, which is the country. It's in the same province. It's in Awayashi province, yes.
I try not to come back here because I'm pretty sure people are still hunting me.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Did kill some people.
Including your father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they might be looking for all of us, to be completely honest.
yeah. And there's just a lot of memories that are here that sometimes and feelings that I just don't want to have to deal with, but I know at some point in time I probably should.
Yeah, it would be good for you to move past that, but moving past that kind of stuff can be hard.
A lot of stuff has obviously changed since that time, but
Yeah.
you still have that pressure of trying to live.
Yeah.
And I feel like I mean, I knew that I could change into my human form, but I don't know if that's like, I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm just hiding behind this form.
I mean, it's easy at this point, I'm sure, to be in that form. That's the one you've known for so long, and that's the you've become since things changed.
Yeah. How far away? Because if I remember correctly, the tree line is pretty far away from her hut, right?
Yeah. 100 yards.
Okay. So what do you think of our new companion?
I don't have a problem with him. I think so far he's been very helpful. I'm curious. I feel like he's not necessarily trying to hide something from us, but there's some things we don't know about him yet.
That's fair. I mean, there's some stuff he doesn't know about us.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting, just the people that we meet, that we have met along the way.
We pick up some strange people, says the strange people.
That we do. That we do. Do you ever miss home for you?
It's been so long since I've been home, there's not really a home anymore.
That's fair.
I sometimes miss, Wardenia and our fort and stuff, but it never really was home. It was just another place on the road.
I guess home is really where you decide you want to make it.
Mm-hmm. It's where friends and family are, and when I was technically my only family.
I'm offended by that.
Okay, I guess your family too. Your friends and family.
I mean, I try not to drool on you as often as I used to.
I appreciate the effort.
And when I pick you up, I typically ask if it's okay if I pick you up first.
You don't chuck me at things anymore.
Without asking first.
Without asking first. You are your family, and I know some of the people, like Voorhees has definitely gotten to the point of family. She's part of our League of Assassins and one of the leaders as well. She's family too.
Yeah.
But everyone else has at this point kind of come and gone.
Yeah. One thing that is always constant is change, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But, I mean, it's good that they're all moved on.
It is.
Doing what they need to.
Yeah, and I don't know about you. I haven't really checked in with any of them. But hopefully they're happy doing whatever. Hopefully they've made their own homes.
Yeah.
I know Warden didn't really have a home.
They seemed
Esmond and Naki didn't really either.
But they had each other.
They did.
And it was nice that Naki actually was able to find her family and Esmond was able to find his mom.
Even if it didn't go the way they wanted.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I mean, they have each other, and like I said, they're their own family. We're our own hodgepodge of family.
Hopefully Esmond's figured out how to shift his power and, go more than 6 seconds.
Yeah. I do miss that joke.
I miss having him around just for that joke.
Yeah.
They were all good people, but, they had their own paths to take. Maybe we'll see them again one day.
So what do you think that armor is?
That is a really good question.
I can tell you when I licked it, my tongue was numb. It felt like it was numb for 4 hours, but it probably wasn't. But it was numb, and it was like instantaneous. Normally, when I lick something and it's magical, it's a slow build, but this was like almost instantaneous.
And I don't really know. That kind of stuff isn't anything I know what to do with.
Me neither. I'm surprised that I was able to figure out it was magical.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it's that magical, it's not hard to tell.
I'm pretty sure I tasted my own blood there. And I've tasted my own blood a few times, but that's normally because I get punched in the face. But this was like a legit instantaneous tasting of my blood.
Because your tongue was so numb?
No, I really feel like if I didn't have this new ring, this new circlet on, I think my brain shook, like, violently.
Did you have a nosebleed? Or maybe you had a brain bleed?
I think I had one of those.
It might have killed you if you weren't as smart as you are now.
I mean, I looked in the mirror as we were walking, and this eye is really bloodshot.
Is his eye actually bloodshot?
It is.
He's not being dramatic. I mean, I'm sure he's also being dramatic, but...
I mean, it normally doesn't look like that. But...
yeah, he's definitely a little more bloodshot than usual.
So, I mean... thanks for the boots. Because I really know that you're the leader of this group. So, thanks for giving me the boots. I really think they're going to benefit me more than anybody else.
Yeah, I don't think they would help the rest of us that much.
I don't know if someone else starts into using that sword. They might end up in melee a little more.
They'll have to fight me for my boots.
I don't think either of my characters are really suited to even try melee. Don't have enough health.
That's fair.
Well, I guess we'll have to see what she comes back with.
Do you think Winara's okay?
Yeah, I think she's doing okay.
I mean, she ate a bunch of shadow stuff. I know that's not my forte. My forte is smack shit until it dies. But that was probably one of the crazier things I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that affects the person. But I guess when you've already dealt with so much shadow, maybe it doesn't affect you as much as someone who hasn't.
Fair. Do you think maybe we need to watch her? Because last time she created a black ball of death.
I mean, that's true. We should probably keep an eye on her and,
I like
see
dying,
what happens.
but I don't want to die for real.
I'm sure. I don't think any of us really do.
You want to see this really cool thing?
Sure.
It's not disgusting, I promise.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take the ring of untying off, and I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And then just hold my hand out. Because I don't think they've seen me do this yet.
Nope.
Watch this.
And it just... long gone.
That was a good throw. Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah. It's really weird.
How often do you play with that?
Sometimes I do it right before I go to bed. And I try to see if I can hide it in weird spots. Last night I put it underneath my bed and it almost ripped through my entire skin. If I hadn't moved, it probably would have.
That's pretty funny. Well, I'm glad it didn't put a hole in your ass. Another hole in your ass.
I was about to say there's already one there. It's really weird. Like I'm really glad I didn't touch this with the sword because it wouldn't work anymore.
Yeah, that would have been a bummer to lose. What does it do, by the way? You didn't tell us.
I can't die.
That's kind of a horrifying thought.
But if someone rips it off of my corpse when I am dead, then there's a chance that I come back as one of the things that Gwenira conjures up, the skeleton guys.
Uh-huh.
Or there's a possibility I can come back as an undead lich.
Oh.
Which, as I say this, those are one and the same.
Fun.
Yeah.
Like Christophe did.
Yeah.
That would be a horrifying image.
If I come back as a skeleton...
Do you want me to holy meteor you?
No, just let me wander around. I think that's fair, please.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Just put me on a leash and give me the Voorhees.
Here, we got you a new pet. It's your undead husband,
Yeah.
partner, person.
Yeah.
I think we can do that.
Alright, 3 hours passes.
We talk really slow. That was 3 hours.
She's still in there.
Whoa. Oh. Are
Just
you?
finished saying good morning. But it's night already!
So 3 hours, she's still in there?
Yep.
So we've attuned to our boots at this point.
Yep. 4th hour goes, she's still in there. 5th hour goes. Finally, she and Gwenira come back out. She looks
Cap.
What?
exhausted. Gwenira is, in fact, supporting her, which is weird for Gwenira because Gwenira doesn't walk.
Or touch people.
I will go over
touch.
and take over the support role and bring her to her rocking chair.
Thank you, dear. I wish I had more to say. This is layers upon layers upon layers of enchantments and tears and this is a good aligned armor. It has.
Are you looking at your alignments?
Maybe.
This armor has a morality code, and it is good.
How did Christophe use it then?
Maybe he wasn't using it to his full potential.
It's very true.
Because, I mean, you could still technically, you could still wear armor, even if you just don't get the full benefit of it if you're not, like, proficient or, in this case, aligned correctly.
It will function with anybody.
Oh, we gotta just wait.
But
he would have answered the question.
To be able to use
Well, you might not.
it to its even a fraction of its potential, you cannot be evil.
Can you look up Casper's alignment before he changes it? Because I want to know if he's changing it to lawful good.
Oh no, I'm not. Hey, hands are off the keyboard. It's chaotic good. You can check my chart.
I'm just playing.
This is also chaotic good when Ira's not. She's chaotic neutral.
Hey, same here.
Yeah, chaotic neutral buddies. Yeah, chaotic good buddies.
We're right down the middle, which is very funny.
But we're all chaotic.
Yeah.
At some level, right?
Those that try to use this, that are evil, will fight with them, and it will place penalties, almost curses, upon them. But those that are good will see some great, great benefit. I was only able to determine some of the first tier. And as far as I can see,
Salud. I'm sorry, I said it too soon and it got stuck in your face.
yep.
I was about to say ×2, but that's my bad. I'm sorry. I jinxed you.
Thanks. There are 5 different tiers to the enchantments in this armor.
Holy cow.
I believe to learn more, you will have to work your way through the tiers of it, deciding you are worthy for it to increase its power to you. This is on the same tier as that gate you have sitting in your pocket, Gwenaira. Both of these relics from an age gone by. There are not many relics like this that exist anymore. Most have been lost, consumed, and in the turning of the age, most were destroyed.
Like the legendary frying pan. Just kidding.
The cast of iron.
But this survived.
Can you at least tell us what the enchantments on the tier you found were?
At least some.
That's still helpful.
This will greatly enhance one's natural regeneration. And it will give a great bonus to leadership.
Cap wants all the items.
No. This will not work for me.
Because you're not good aligned.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be selfish.
That doesn't mean you don't want it, though.
Correct. You are absolutely correct.
It is especially useful against dragons and their ilk.
Oh, now.
Is that like they're kind?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a fancy word.
Sorry.
She's ancient. What do you want from me?
That's fair.
That's why all of Nate's characters are old. He gets to whip out the fancy talk.
Exactly. You're either an old soul or a 14-year-old boy that we torture and kill.
Yeah.
What a dichotomy.
Terrible thing about that.
What about
to ask her.
You don't
what about a 14-year-old boy with an old soul?
That's a 2-in-1. However will Nate survive?
The 14-year-old talks like he's got a thesaurus in his hand.
In his head.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry, but that is all I was able to get out of it. And even then, it was greatly taxing.
We can tell. Are you gonna be okay?
I will be okay.
Well, thank you for putting the time into it.
Of course. Anything for you all.
Kitty hug.
Can I leave something with you?
Of course.
I don't know if you'll be able to work your magic like you can with Sunbell, but I'm going to pull out the remnants of Snap, Crackle, and Pop and ask her, can you take a look at this? This is something I had a long time ago in a galaxy.
Far, far away.
In a galaxy far from here.
Nowhere close to where I was before. I don't need it right now. You rest.
I will see what I can do.
Come back in a couple days to check on you.
I can already feel some of the enchantments. I believe I will be able to repair this. Did I hear you say you're going to come back in a couple days? Far cry from the last couple years that you haven't shown up at my doorstep.
We've been busy, okay?
There's been a lot of stuff going on.
I know.
Chelsea knows exactly.
Pat your elbow as you're kind of just towering above her and she's sitting down in her rocker.
I'll lick her muzzle all the way up to between her ears.
How magical is it? Does your tongue tingle?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Very tingly.
Not quite as tingly as the armor, but close.
And then, are we all done here?
Probably.
Before we
Is
leave,
there anything that we could get for her? I think we should ask, since we're planning on coming back.
that's true.
Be nice. She spent all this time and energy. Is there anything we can bring back for you? Is there anything you need?
No, thank you. I am quite all right.
More flower seeds?
Well, that is always appreciated.
Yeah, we'll get her some Sypetian species for the garden.
Before we leave, I'm going to walk up and grab a few of the sunflowers from the field.
Fair enough. Alright. You all head back through the gate?
Yep.
Alright. You return back to the city of Bolotan. It's early afternoon. You got a few hours before the kids are slated to show up.
Does anyone want to try the scary, really cool sounding armor on? See what other layers there are?
I mean, I don't really think it'll be super useful to me.
While they're discussing this, I'm going to walk down and find a vase and fill it with water and then put the sunflowers in it in a windowsill.
All right.
I grabbed 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just 2.
Yeah.
When they wither, we should take some of the sunflower seeds and plant them randomly.
Mm-hmm.
We just walk along the road throwing sunflower seeds.
That's how I leave my mark everywhere.
Sunflowers everywhere.
Seeds.
You know we've been here because sunflowers. I mean, if you want the armor, you can have it.
I can see what it does. Do you want the sword?
I don't know if I could use the sword. I don't think there's anything it would really be helpful with for either of myself or Quinira. So, do you want it?
I mean, you think Cav would use it, or is he pretty attached to those axes?
I think he's way too attached to his weapon.
No, I might take one of those take the sword because it helps with being mind controlled.
You two can rock, paper, scissors over it. I'll see if there's anything cool in the bag.
I've already taken the boot, so if you would like the sword, you are more than well. If the sword is going to be useful for you, then take it.
Of everyone here, you are the closest enough that psionic energy is going to be a problem with you. So you should take it. I've got the crazy 5-tier morality paywall armor.
Because the rest of the group is okay with it.
Subscribe for the next level.
Do something good for the next tier.
Microtransactions have now hit Runner's Fortune. If you'd like to know what the next tier is,
please send us money.
subscribe for $29.99 a month.
Even if we hit 100 subscribers, we'll show you the next tier.
If you guys are cool with me taking the sword, I will take the sword.
You can have the sword.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will take the sword.
All right.
And I'll take the crazy armor.
Did you take the bag?
No.
Did anyone take the bag yet?
I don't think so.
I will take the bag. I will take the bag.
The communal refrigerator.
Yes.
Open your bag, all of my cheese. 990 pounds of cheese just falls into here.
And then a book, and you're like, where the hell did that come from?
It's just like the full size, like 2.5 foot diameter wheels just start falling into it.
Maybe my regeneration back and try to grow a third ring. Can I use my tail like tieflings can use their tail?
No.
Darn.
I think you're missing about 7 muscle groups compared to what tiefling tails have.
Fair enough. Let's use my mouth.
Is the bag of culting book?
No.
Okay.
How long does it take to attune to the bag?
3 hours.
And then I'm assuming the sword is a mythical item, so 48.
It's actually just a legendary.
It's a legendary, so
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay.
But the armor probably takes 48.
The armor is absolutely a 48 hour.
So I say after we have our discussion with the kids, you can be best to maybe, because she said it was about a day to a day and a half to get everybody here, correct? Jenny, that's not her name.
Jenny.
Oh, I mean, she's not sure.
Okay.
She can get in touch with Voorhees within a day, probably.
So I mean, we can chill here.
Yeah, and we have things to do in town.
Yeah.
So we'll do things in town while we wait for that.
Yeah.
And it is still afternoon.
Yep.
What did you guys want to do now?
I think really the only major thing on our list to do was go inspect Cristobal's house.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do that before meeting with the kids, because I have a feeling it's going to take more than a couple hours.
Well, we could stake out his house to see who's coming and
That
going.
would be a good idea.
We'll see if there's still guards posted there because after his untimely.
So it's been what, about 16 hours since he's been filled?
Yeah.
We could maybe do a wide berth to see if there's any bounty posters up somewhere.
Yeah, we should take a look
Just
around and
inspect.
see what we find. See if there's bounty posters. See if what's going on at his house before we actually go in there.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we'll head back to his house.
All right. So your plan is to look around.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, that is where we'll end for tonight.